Hello my dirty boys, today I will show you one of my favorite barbecue chicken builds. I'm finally using sharpshooter. Yes, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard. No gunner specialization, sharpshooter, and we gonna apply some shenanigans to battlefield with this specialization. First of all, we are using drone which will scan every goddamn ass on battlefield. On top of that, we have of course grenades that will make our enemies blind, and those are always handy in PvP and PvE. Throw in the mixed blue screen exotic LMG and you will inject some insanity to your gameplay. If that sounds interesting to you, then welcome to my channel. Uncle Butcher in the building as usual, covering Division 2 basically daily. If you're new here, hit the like, smash that sub, and let's start. So for my main weapon here, I'm using blue screen exotic LMG. This bad boy deals shit ton of damage. It has 200 bullet magazine. Pretty much you can spray and pray with this weapon. And if you're gonna pair it up with UMBRA set, you'll receive also increased rate of fire, crit damage. That will make this weapon really special. Don't forget that with stacks you will disorient enemies as well after kill, so this is really good crowd control weapon as well. I really love blue screen and how it works in the game. So Umbra by itself will give us of course DPS output and increased survivability by using it properly. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still don't have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. If you will use my promo code RBD for RBD, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all servers. Amazing deal, especially right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in the comment section or contact the operator, and the rest will be the history. But now let's get back to this build. Like I said, it's really cool, really dope build, and finally I ditched Cheshka new name and knee pads. I played around quite a bit with those knee pads and I thought enough is enough, so we completely threw those knee pads into the trash bin. I don't care what anybody says, yeah, those are fun, but eventually when you need maximum DPS you need single target DPS, so or maybe there are multiple enemies at battlefield but you need to kill only one enemy, specific enemy. Those knee pads will not be used. I'm sorry. Incursion, no. Master difficulty, not really. Legendary difficulty, maybe, yeah, you can use those because you have non-elites quite often. Open world, for sure. Open world is extremely easy. I still am waiting for legendary difficulty for open world. That would be actually really dope. Legendary control points, or maybe some activities, new bosses, legendary maybe bounties, who knows, but you got the idea. So for specialization I will use sharpshooter here, so we will receive drone which will pretty much mark every enemy on battlefield. I will have foam grenades, yada yada yada, you know what sharpshooter is giving to us. For the guns though, I'm using blue screen exotic LMG which have 200 bullet magazine. You can spray and pray with this bad boy, apply as many marks as you can. For second weapon FAMAS with preservation talent. For survivability purposes, pistol, this exclusive pistol orbit with perfect finisher talent, or simply use whatever weapon you want with sledgehammer talent to again increase your DPS output. For the set itself, I'm using 3 pieces from UMBRA. Why only 3 pieces? Because I'm using Ninja Bike backpack. UMBRA will give us crit damage, and of course don't forget some armor repair or regen, you name it, when you are behind the cover. But before that you have to stack it. How you stack it? You simply sit out or stand out of cover, you stack it, get back in the cover, and you receive some healing. So I'm using chest piece to increase amount of stacks we can get from UMBRA. I'm using mask and I'm using knee pads. Holster, Heartbreaker holster. Why? Because it will give me a 2-piece brand set bonus, additional 15% LMG damage and assault rifle damage. That's really important because my second weapon is FAMAS. You can use Lexington, for example, maybe with Optimist or Killer Talent if you want to increase your DPS output. You name it, you can use maybe even Carbon 7, FAL. Again, it really depends which weapon is your favorite one in the game. Even Police M4 will work nicely. It has a decent rate of fire. So yeah, you got the idea. For backpack, ninja backpack, 3-core attribute, the main reason, and the gloves will be, of course, Petrol's gloves, named gloves, which will give us LMG damage to armor, attribute, of course, and some handling. If you will play with FAMAS, you will definitely appreciate that little extra handling these gloves will give us. For knee pads, UMBRA, or yeah, all core attributes for me here are weapon damage, but you can mix some things up. You can definitely throw in the mix maybe 1 or 2 armor core attributes for open world activities. For the skills here, I'm using decoy for distraction purposes, and of course drone. But if you don't want to use drone, definitely you can replace it with fixed drone. Maybe you can use shield if you need it. And yeah, maybe again you could go with gunner specialization if you want, but I thought let's switch some things up. Let's throw in the mix those Cheshka knee pads and let's change specialization. And I think this build is kinda dope, it works really well, it deals shit ton of damage. And see you in the next one, love you, bye.